Escape from Tarkov finally launched its full 1.0 release, and to us Tarkov veterans, it honestly just feels like another wipe. Horrific queue times, launchers refusing to load, error codes up the ass. Yeah, that's a normal day in early wipe Tarkov. I love this game, I really do. I know it has its issues, and yeah, BSG has made some interesting business decisions over the years, but when Tarkov is actually working, it's one of the most intense, rewarding games out there. A perfect mix of struggle and triumph. But I'm not here to do a full, in-depth review. Pestily and Landmark have that covered. Instead, I noticed Tarkov's Steam release sitting at mixed reviews. And I thought, how fun would it be to read some of the negative reviews from brand new players? And before we begin, I just want to make this abundantly clear. Tarkov isn't for everyone, I'm well aware of that. I'm also aware that the optimization can be rough. The learning curve is brutal. It's far from a perfect game. I have that understanding. I just want to get that out of the way. But let's take a look at some of these reviews. Ultra realistic gameplay, ultra outdated graphics, ultra unoptimized, ultra DLC cash grabs, ultra greedy developers. Not much else to say. Yeah, I don't really have much to criticize here. Most of that is true, though I feel like my game has been running smoother now than last wipe. I do agree with the greedy developers part, but I can't see how this looks like it's outdated graphics. I don't really know what that means. I think the game looks great, when you take the time to look at it. But, you can't really blame the guy. He put in an hour and a half into the game, so he clearly knows what he's talking about. After all these years, BSG still can't figure out how to manage heavy server load. If they can't manage that, what else are they doing poorly? It's pretty shameful. This one I also agree with. I struggled for over 2 hours just trying to get past the launcher for the game, and even then, sometimes the game just wouldn't load, and I would get errors trying to load the traders. This review I understand a hell of a lot. Like, how do you have a game that has so many people trying to play every single wipe or mega update that you cannot prepare ahead of time to withstand the server load that comes with it? It is annoying, yeah, but usually, it clears up within the first half day. This guy did just fine. He made the review with less than an hour of playtime and has since then added 15 hours. Good for you, pal. Forcing customers who have been playing this product for nearly 10 years to buy a second copy of the game in order to move to Steam when Steam does nothing other than launch the BSG launcher is a scam move. Okay, this is a pretty common complaint I'm seeing, and I really don't get it. I've been playing off the launcher just fine. There's nothing that says you need to move the game to Steam, aside from, one extra button click. Why do these people want to move the game to Steam in the first place? And even then, if you're being made to buy it again, just don't fucking buy it. It is not insane to think that downloading a game to play on Steam could require a launcher to play. There's like that game World War III or PlanetSide 2 needing a launcher to play it. But I downloaded it off Steam, and while those are free games, I don't feel like it's much of a hindrance. I wouldn't feel scammed if I had to pay for PlanetSide 2 and had a launcher. But can someone explain to me why this is such an issue with people who have played since beta, myself included? If you don't want to pay to move to Steam, just keep playing off the launcher, you Neanderthal. I've been playing this game since 2017. Every update has been plagued with server issues. You would think after all this time, they could at least do it right for their 1.0 release. Yeah, you and I both, man, but as a long-time player of the game, you would also know that the game is playable after the first half day or full day, depending. Of course, it's stupid that that is the case, but, with Battlestate games, if they haven't learned 10 years ago, why would I expect them to learn it now? I can't even start the game. It seems like I've already escaped Tarkov, because I won't be playing this anymore. Absolutely ridiculous. The game forces you to create a third-party account, yet that account system has been completely broken since launch. Registration doesn't work at all. It's unbelievable that the developers rely on a completely unnecessary third-party service instead of letting us just play the game we paid for. Is your only complaint seriously about making an account to play the game? Maybe there's just something here that I don't understand about making an account for a game that you bought, but that just doesn't sound bad to me. If someone can explain that to me. Bought the game and never got to play it. The launcher is completely broken, full of bugs and errors, and the game itself crashes before I can start playing it. Very disappointing. Honestly, having streamed day one for nearly 5 hours and having 2 of them be me trying to figure out why my game was not working, I'm gonna make a solid guess based on your time played that the moment you saw an error pop up, you refunded the game. Not even a second try, man? Come on, I mean, why purchase the game if you're just gonna cry about it after seeing one error message after crashing and not even attempting to play a second time? Scrolling through all these negative reviews, it is clear to me that all the negativity that is thrown at the game right now is solely about how people struggle to get into the game. I have yet to see a negative review about how the game is played or playing. Sure, people will say it is unoptimized, but that's all they will say, and that's all that people do say from what I have seen. All of these issues have been with BSG since I began to play in 2018. But I also know that a majority of these issues that these people are complaining about always dissipate as time goes on. Give it a day. I know I'm a broken record, but give it a day. And I bet you will have no issue playing. As for the people who moved to Steam and complained about still needing to use the launcher, all I have to say is that I hope your pointer finger is okay after all the button clicks you gotta do to open the game. All 2, maybe 3 clicks. I know it can be, a stress to your finger, but just make sure to take a rest in between clicks. Just so it doesn't seem like I'm stroking BSG, I do agree that they need to get their shit together. Launch day for this game pissed me off like you would not believe. I had such high hopes that the game would be playable and easy to maneuver, and that server overloads were going to be a thing of the past. But when I saw that it clearly wasn't, I was disappointed and upset. Though a few days later now, the game plays relatively well for myself. I haven't crashed a single time, I haven't had any error messages pop up since essentially those 2 hours on day 1. I hope some of these people come to learn how good the game is despite its flaws, but more importantly, I hope BSG can change things up and fix the major issues that have been in the game unaddressed for years. Let me know down in the comments what you think about 1.0. What you hope they fix or change, what you would want to see in the future, or a feature that you think could really change up the game. This is Fire First, signing off.